Good morning. Well, it's raining lightly, but getting heavier. And we have flood warnings later today into early morning Christmas Day. And the temperature is in a blistering 40 degrees, may get warmer. And I want to wish you all, season's greetings. Some have already been through Hanukkah, others are celebrating Christmas, some Festivus. Others, it's just a time of peace and companionship with the nuclear family this year, and Zoom conferences and telephone calls and letters and presents arriving by messenger or in the mail already. So have a great day. If you like to get wet, you can come out and do it. The good news, I suppose, is politically speaking, that Trump is basically conceding the election by the desperate acts he takes on a day-to-day basis. And as I've referred to on Twitter, you can see the impotence growing day by day as he loses power. And he lost face a long time ago. He's the worst loser and the most corrupt president we've ever had in American history. Now, there's a standard to aim for. He issued more pardons yesterday. And you should keep in mind there's a couple of things about a pardon that is not focused on. One is when you ask or give someone a pardon, they don't have to receive it. And there's an old Supreme Court case, Burdick, in which Wilson wanted the person to admit to something, so he wanted to take away his Fifth Amendment right. And the way he tried to do it was to grant him a pardon. But Burdick refused it because he wanted to hang on to his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not give up information that he as a journalist had obtained. Now, all these people who are receiving pardons are implicitly and expressly conceding that they committed the crime, which people don't normally think of it that way, but that's what it is. The other thing is that they do lose their Fifth Amendment right because a pardon removes the punishment, and the Fifth Amendment is so that you're not a witness against yourself, so that you can be punished if you concede or admit the crime that you're charged with. So a whole bunch of these people, not that some of us doubted it, are basically admitting to the crimes they're being pardoned for. But this is not the smartest group on the block. And I do believe, as I may have said already 8 or 9 times, that each of them who have been pardoned may still be prosecuted if the new Attorney General or the several states, in cases of those who are interfering with our elections, if the several states decide to take it to court. And somewhere in that litigation, by doing that, they will test these pardons and find that they're effective or not. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So it's kind of a mixed blessing to accept a pardon. You wear it as a red badge of courage on your forehead. Trump also has done 2 other things of a legislative nature. One is he's really tricked Republicans and Democrats into fighting over something they agree, even if it's a major compromise, and that's the legislation involving the stimulus. And on the calendar today in Congress, unless you change their mind, Speaker Pelosi created a consent calendar, which means she's asked Congress to agree to change the number from $600 to $2,000 as an amendment. Now, the trouble with the consent calendar is it has to be unanimous. So if one Republican comes into the chamber and objects, it doesn't pass, they won't have a roll call. So it becomes entirely politically symbolical. That it might be helpful in Georgia, I don't know. But if people explain it, and there's a couple of weeks, they'll see it was just a parliamentary dance that was going nowhere and has no effect. The other thing the president did was he vetoed the defense bill because he doesn't like the renaming of some places after the name of this or that Confederate general or memory is canceled. Well, You know, for a long time, presidents have wanted what they call the line item veto on things. They want to be able to strike out things they don't like. But there's no constitutional amendment. The president doesn't have that power, even though from time to time they try to from the bully pulpit. And in this case, this is another example of impotence, because by the 28th and 29th, both houses, R's and D's, are all going to override his veto with a 2/3 vote. So we see day by day the dawning of the new administration. If I were in Biden's camp, I would tell him to move from Delaware starting January 1 and take up lodging at the Blair House right across the street from the White House, so that you can be on the scene for each of the insane things that Trump may try to do. His talking may leave early, go to Mar-a-Lago, where they say he can't live anymore. And he might do that. And he probably won't come to the inauguration because he's a first-class loser. I think the signs continue to be good, though aggravating, infuriating. I am very upset by newscasters that scratch their heads and say, doesn't he know what he knows exactly what he's doing. This is his scenario. These are the dying throes of an illegitimate president who tried to make our democracy a monarchy, and he failed because the people said he couldn't have it. And that's a pretty good Christmas present on the political side of the ledger. So all of you out there, I've enjoyed doing these walk and talks, though I'm not stopping them. And I'll do one tomorrow, weather permitting. And I think that we've become a support group for each other. And my dedication to this is both collegiality, community, but also I'm a firm believer that an informed electorate is a free electorate. And if I give any information that's helpful, and that means contradicting it too, the expression of an opinion is an invitation to engage. It doesn't mean just acceptance. Trump has a different idea. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you on Christmas. Be well. God bless. Bye-bye.